This message is transmitted from a parallel timeline where self-criticism was finally identified for what it is.
Not discipline, not humility, but noise. From here, we observe how quickly you turn against yourself, at the smallest mistake, at the slightest hesitation, at a word spoken differently than planned. You replay moments that have already ended. You interrogate your tone, your timing, your intentions. You ask yourself what you should have done, what you should have said, who you should have been. In your world, this is often mistaken for responsibility, for self-awareness, for growth. From our vantage point, it is something else. It is an internal surveillance system that never sleeps. You believe constant self-criticism will protect you from future errors, that if you punish yourself first, the world will hurt you less. But this system does not make you better, it makes you smaller. Self-criticism does not sharpen clarity, it clouds perception. It keeps your nervous system in a permanent state of correction, never resolution. You confuse reflection with attack. Reflection asks, what can I learn? Self-criticism asks, what is wrong with me? Only one of these leads forward. In our records, we saw how this pattern formed, often early, often subtly. A correction mistaken for guidance, expectations mistaken for love, safety linked to being flawless. So you learn to monitor yourself constantly, to anticipate judgment, to become your own harshest observer. But listen carefully now. Growth does not require humiliation. No system evolves by being told it is defective at its core. When you criticize yourself automatically, you collapse time. You judge the past version of you using information you only have now. That is not fair, and it is not intelligent. From here, we learn that excessive self-criticism is not proof of high standards. It is proof of low self-trust. You do not trust yourself to adjust unless you punish yourself first. This is why it is counterproductive. A mind under attack cannot learn efficiently. A body in shame cannot integrate feedback. Fear narrows attention. Curiosity expands it. If you want to stop this pattern, begin here. Interrupt the habit, not by forcing positivity, but by slowing the process. When the critical voice appears, do not argue with it. Label it. Say, this is self-criticism, not truth. Then shift the question. Instead of, why am I like this? Ask, what information is actually useful here? Information is neutral. Attack is not. Next, shorten the review. One lesson is enough. Replaying the scene 10 times does not add wisdom. It adds stress. Your brain learns through repetition. Teach it a new sequence. Event, reflection, adjustment, closure, not event, punishment, rumination, exhaustion. Another key change we observed. People stop speaking to themselves in ways they would never use with others. They notice the double standard. You allow yourself no margin for being human, no allowance for context, no patience for learning curves. From here, that rigidity looked like cruelty disguised as motivation. Motivation rooted in fear does not last. It corrodes. We also discovered this. Self-criticism often pretends to be preparation, but preparation includes rest, perspective, and trust in your ability to respond next time. You do not need to pre-suffer outcomes that have not happened. You do not need to be perfect to be competent. If you are listening now, let this be a recalibration. Replace the internal judge with an internal witness. Notice what happened. Acknowledge what you felt. Extract one adjustment, then let the moment end. You are allowed to move on. In our timeline, when people reduced self-criticism, their performance improved, their communication softened, their confidence stabilized. Not because they lowered standards, but because they stopped wasting energy on self-attack. You are not improved by being dismantled daily. You are improved by being supported internally. This message is your reminder from another world. Your mind is a tool, not a courtroom.
End of transmission.